2 Esdras, chapter 9. And he answered me then, and said, Measure the time diligently in itself, and when you see part of the signs past, which I have told you before, then you shall understand that it is the very same time wherein the Highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall you well understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before you, even from the beginning. For like all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the Highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith, whereby you have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits, and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they were free, and when as yet a place of repentance was open to them, understood not, but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain. And therefore be you not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when. But inquire how the righteous shall be saved. Whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Then answered I and said, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. And he answered me, saying, Like as the field is, so is also the seed. As the flowers be, such are the colors also. Such as the workman is, such also is the work. And as the husbandman is himself, so is his husbandry also. For it was the time of the world. And now when I prepared the world, which was not yet made, even for them to dwell in that now live. For then everyone obeyed. But now the manners of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed, and by a law which is unsearchable rid themselves. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril, because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw, and spared it greatly, and have kept a grape of the cluster, and a plant of the great people. Let the multitude perish, then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant. For with great labor have I made it perfect. Nevertheless, if you will cease yet 7 days more, but you shall not fast in them, but go into a field of flowers, where no house is built, and eat only the flowers of the field, taste no flesh, drink no wine, but eat flowers only, and pray to the Highest continually, then will I come and talk with you. So I went my way into the field which is called Ardeth, just as he commanded me. And there I sat among the flowers, and ate of the herbs of the field, and the meat of the same satisfied me. After 7 days I sat upon the grass, and my heart was vexed within me, like as before. And I opened my mouth, and began to talk before the Most High, and said, O Lord, you have shown yourself to us. You were shown to our fathers in the wilderness, in a place where no man tread, in a barren place when they came out of Egypt. And you spoke, saying, Hear me, O Israel, and mark my words, you seed of Jacob. For behold, I sow my law in you, and it shall bring fruit in you, and you shall be honored in it forever. But our fathers, which received the law, kept it not, and observed not your ordinances. And though the fruit of your law did not perish, neither could it, for it was yours, yet they that received it perished, because they kept not the thing that was sown in them. And lo, it is a custom, when the ground has received seed, or the sea a ship, or any vessel meat or drink, that thing also which was sown, or cast therein, or received, perishes, and remains not with us. But with us it has not happened so. For we that have received the law perish by sin, and our heart also which received it. Notwithstanding, the law does not perish, but remains in his force. And when I spoke these things in my heart, I looked back with my eyes, and upon the right side I saw a woman, and behold, she mourned and wept with a loud voice, and was much grieved in her heart. And her clothes were torn, and she had ashes upon her head. Then I let my thoughts go that I was in, and turned to her, and said to her, Why do you weep? Why are you so grieved in your mind? And she said to me, Sir, let me alone, that I may weep and wail, and add to my sorrow. For I am very vexed in my mind, and brought very low. And I said to her, Why? What is the matter? Tell me. She said to me, I, your servant, have been barren, and had no child, though I had a husband 30 years. In those 30 years I did nothing else day and night, and every hour but make my prayer to the highest. After 30 years God heard me, your handmaid, looked upon my misery, considered my trouble, and gave me a son. And I was very glad of him. So was my husband also, and all my neighbors. We gave great honor to the Almighty. And I nourished him with great travail. So when he grew up and came to the time that he should have a wife, I made a feast